Welcome to my home, RVA. I'm Cindy Merritt, and are we going to have some fun today? We are out in Mechanicsville with Jeff Thomas, who is the owner of Governor's Architectural Antiques.
That's right.
Tell me about the miles and miles of stuff that you have here and what you do.
Well, we've been here a long time, about 50 years. My father was a picker.
Okay.
So he worked, he had 3 engineering degrees, and in his spare time, he hunted relics and picked. And had an opportunity to buy some furniture 50 years ago, and went in with my uncle and loaned him the money, and he paid it back in a day and said, there's got to be something to this.
Okay,
so he
all right.
decided he would quit he worked for the state, decided to quit his job and started selling one piece out of the back of his truck. He'd buy something, take it somewhere and sell it. And over the last 50 years, it's turned into a 6.5 acre complex with 5 million items.
5 million items.
Yeah, we've been here a long time.
Holy cow. All right. Now, if somebody is looking for a piece of, I don't know, a doorknob or a hinge
Sure.
to renovate a house,
Yes.
They come to you.
Absolutely.
How do you inventory all that stuff?
Well, we don't. It's pretty well organized for as much stuff as we have, but I do it every day.
You do
I
it
know
every
where I know where the doorknobs are. All the doors are organized
Uh-huh.
in the same area. We're working really hard to size them and put them by style and price, but my father didn't price anything because he just liked to do it all off the cuff, and it's just not feasible to do that anymore because
Right.
our market has changed.
Okay.
The internet has changed people's patience level. They expect to come in, find it in 2 minutes, and leave.
Okay.
Now it takes, you couldn't walk our property in 20 minutes.
No.
Much less find something in particular. So we have a pretty good idea where everything is, and we usually have someone that can help nearly anyone.
I found you guys a couple of months ago, and honestly, I was overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that you have here. It's just fascinating. You're talking about just now the internet. Your business is getting ready to change, and how you actually, the whole industry.
We're changing our business because we were Governor's Antiques Limited for 35 years.
Right.
And then for 15 years, we've been Governor's Antiques and Architectural Materials because it started to focus more towards salvage, and now we're Governor's Architectural Antiques.
Okay.
So we are transitioning away from traditional furniture, art, collectibles, dishes, toys, that the traditional things that are in antique shops and antique malls, because it's just not profitable anymore. So our business paradigm has changed.
Okay.
Right? So when people come looking for us, they're looking for architectural salvage, and we are as big a place and as thorough a place as you'll find. But the furniture just doesn't sell anymore. So I made an executive decision after my father would have never done it, and he's probably rolling over in his grave. But we are selling off. We have a huge sale going until it's gone. Everything except architectural salvage, advertising, and military. Those things we'll keep.
Okay.
And there's a lot. We have a tremendous online presence. So we have a website, and we have all of the major outlets. Etsy, eBay, House, Pinterest, all the places you could possibly sell things online. And what I found was there were just not enough customers in Richmond, Virginia to buy everything that we have. So 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I started building open marketplace software like Etsy or eBay, strictly for architectural salvage, antique lumber, and repurposed creations like tables made out of doors. And Governor's is a vendor, and the name of it is salvagemarket.com, and it'll be live with any luck by the first of the year.
Okay.
And it's going to change how architectural salvage is sold in the United States, because now a lot of people have stuff on eBay, which is the best marketplace nationally. Unfortunately, there's 5 million trillion other items. There's sweat socks and shoes and cars and car parts, and it's just very confusing. So it'll be a very focused thing, and other vendors will be other architectural salvage dealers from Richmond and Philadelphia and California. Everything is within the continental United States. Initially to start, especially, and then we're working on special shipping arrangements, because one of the drawbacks to selling salvage is it's big.
Yes.
And it's heavy, and it's expensive to ship it. But we're working on some economies of scale so that the vendors can capitalize on all of us having buying power, and that's worked out well. But anyway, it's not live yet, but it will be. Salvagemarket.com. And it is going to change how Governor's goes to market as well.
Okay.
We'll always be here.
Right.
But we'll have thousands of items on there, because that's what we have on eBay already. We'll just switch
over to that.
Yeah.
All right. So you were telling me about how many bathtubs you have.
Yeah.
Tell me your bathtub story.
We have over 500 bathtubs.
500 bathtubs.
550
Okay.
clawfoot bathtubs, something like that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
a lot of people think, what are you going to do with all these tubs? And I had a cattle farmer come in, and he was trying to buy galvanized troughs to water his cows, but they're expensive.
Uh-huh.
You can buy them at a lot of different places, but they're anywhere for $50 to $300 a piece, and they're thin metal and they tend to be a little bit sharp. And I said, well, I've got an idea. I said, you can use these. I said, I have these bathtubs. You don't even need the feet, which is where the money is. I said, you don't even need the feet, and I have 500. I'll sell you 10 of them very inexpensively. Turned out he needed 7, and he terraced them so that the water came out of the water source and then fed down into each one to keep it moving, kept the water from getting stagnant, and he did the whole thing for, it was under $300.
And the cows can't knock them over.
Right. So the cows, when they bump into them, they're not sharp, and they don't, so he has a lot less vet bills.
Okay, all right.
And they'll last forever. The galvanized tubs, when a cow that weighs a ton kicks it, it puts a big dent in it.
Yeah.
And can't hurt a tub. They just kind of bump it, and
Move.
off they go. But it worked out great, and so we've sold somewhere between 75 and 100 of them to different farmers that use it for the same purpose, and it works out great.
Okay, so repurposing all of this
Yeah.
stuff that you salvage from different places.
Well, people have found a million ways to repurpose cast iron machine legs, and turning, like I said, doors into tables, and putting barnwood on the wall of your house on the inside is obviously very popular. So the green movement is big. When we started, one of the reasons why we have this much stuff is there wasn't a green movement. We were buying before people were. That was one of the reasons. They weren't recycling.
Before it was fashionable.
We were just not throwing it away.
Right.
And they told my father he's crazy. He's buying doors for $5 or $10 and shoving them in shipping containers in the 70s. What are you gonna do with those? I'll figure something to do.
Figure something out. Yeah.
He was a visionary guy, so he was pretty smart.
This is so much fun. When somebody wants to bring you something, do they just bring it in, or do they call you and you
Both.
come out?
Well, it depends on what it is.
Okay.
For me to go buy it, they don't give me anything. Very rarely. Some occasionally, but most of the time, we'll go out and look at it, or I'll go out. I do all the buying, so I'll go out and look at it. If it can be brought here, that's obviously my preference because it saves me a lot of time and it's faster for them.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't have so many hours in the day that I can do it. I don't do it during the day. I can only do it at night. But I've traveled up to 10 hours to buy things. I wouldn't travel any further because honestly, I have so much I don't really need to travel. But I traveled to West Virginia last year and I bought all the original doors out of the West Virginia State Capitol.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
A guy salvaged, and it was very cool. And he salvaged them all, and he reached out to me. And so it took a couple months for me to get time to go to Charleston, but I did, and I bought them.
Okay, now we've all got that one person on our Christmas shopping list that we don't know what to buy for them for Christmas or holiday or Hanukkah or whatever. And you've got so much neat stuff in there. Truly, I had such a good time walking through here. You've got hand grenades, and you've got Civil War stuff, and you've got, it's just mind-blowing the variety of things that you have in here. And all of that is what you're going to be getting rid of.
Not all of that. But
okay.
So not military, not advertising, but furniture, dishes, crystal, collectibles, all the art, mirrors, picture frames, that sort of stuff. And from a Christmas gift perspective, we build things specifically for gifts, which you can't buy anywhere else. So we sell cheese boards that are made out of Richmond roofing slates that have been reclaimed with reclaimed wood on the two ends that are food grade. We make candlesticks out of torch spindles and door rosettes and just odd little small things, that are just gift ideas.
Yeah.
But if you're creative, there's a myriad of opportunities.
Oh my gosh. So if you're looking to find a great gift for someone that you just don't have a clue what to get them, or if you are refurbishing your house, or if you're a farmer and you have cows, or if you want to bring stuff to you, Governor's Architectural Antiques is the place here to go and do this. And I am just going to come in here and make myself at home and wander around and have a great time in here, Joe. Thank you so much.
Welcome. We'd love to have you.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Cindy Merritt is nationally recognized as a leader in the U.S. real estate market. Of the more than 35,000 realtors in Virginia, the American Institute of Real Estate Professionals consistently ranks Cindy in the top 10 best realtors in the state.
Make Yourself at Home is sponsored in part by Paul Adams, branch manager and nationally recognized senior loan officer with Prime Lending, a Plains Capital company. With over 400 mortgage options available, Paul Adams and his team work hard to uncover the key to each client's mortgage success.